We got the bounce going there. Yo, what's good people? It's Ocean here. I'm a music producer and YouTuber, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a hard UK drill beat in Soundtrap. So if you're not familiar with UK drill, in terms of style of beat, UK drill has a particular bounce. Usually you can hear it in the hi-hats or the counter snare, the pattern. The hi-hats, instead of it being like typical trap, like with drill, it's more like. Also with the snares, it doesn't come on the first and the third beat, it comes on the first and the fourth. So it'd be like. And in particular with UK drill, it usually sounds really dark, really moody. I guess you can say that's the influence from grime. And then sliding, gliding 808s. Let's cook up. I'm first going to change the project to like around 140 BPM. That's like the typical drill bounce. I like to make mine a bit faster, like 143. That sounds good to me. And let's add in a track. I'm going to go for a synth. And I want to add like a pad just to have a good foundation going. Oh, that sounds nice. I like that. And then now I'm just going to pencil in a quick melody in the MIDI. To get that sad sound, we want to use minor chords. So we can do something just as easy as that. What I'm going to do is just extend these notes so it lasts a little bit longer. I'm also just going to copy it over there. Let's add some more notes as well, just to make this a bit thicker. I really like how that sounds so far. We got some chords in there and I've just messed around with some of the notes. That sounds like a good foundation. I just want to add some effects to it now. I think first of all, I'm just going to put a bit of EQ on it and take out some of the highs. I'm just going to add some more reverb. And maybe just a bit of vibrato. Ooh. Yeah, that's sounding crazy now. Let's add another layer in the melody as well. So we got the pad. I'm going to add another synth in there. But I'm thinking something maybe a bit more plucky, or let's try it rhythmic. Alright, that sounds cool, but it's just a bit too in your face right now. So I definitely want to add a bit more of the effects just to really filter it and turn it down. And just so it doesn't clash, what I'm going to do is just move this up an octave. And we'll have it quite panned. So that's just really subtle in the background, just to give it a little something extra. Let's add another track as well. This time I definitely want something to act as like a counter melody. Okay, I really like that clean bell sound, so I'm just going to put that in there. Alright, that's a nice little catchy one. And once again, let's just put some more effects on it. I actually just want to repeat these over as well. So I'm just going to hold Option and drag that. And then in this section with the counter melody, I'm just going to edit the notes one more time just to give it a bit of variation so it's not so repetitive. Now that we've got the melody down, let's go ahead and put some drums on top of this. And I'm going to choose this time a patterns beat maker. And I want to put in a sound from the Goat kit. Now with the hi-hats, the way how I want it is So the easiest way is just to put it on the one, put one there, and put one here. And then you kind of just repeating that throughout. That's like the foundation there. Now that the foundation is there, we can just go in and add a few more notes just to switch up the pattern a bit. Ooh, that's sounding crazy. I usually like to keep my sound separate layer by layer. So I have my hi-hats on one layer, my snare on one track, my kick on one track, my bass on one track. Just makes it a lot more clearer for me when I want to go back in and edit. If I do want to change anything on those hi-hats as well, I am going to add one effect. I just want to add perhaps like a little delay on it, just so it kind of makes it a bit more aggressive. Alright, that sounds cool. I like that. You can just hear it echo a little bit in the background. Let's now add a snare to this as well. Using a pattern maker makes it easy to just quickly put in your drums. You can get an idea exactly where it needs to be. Just put one there, just like a little fill. Oh, we got the bounce going there. I think the next thing that I want to add in is a kick, and we need like a really hard kick to go with this. I'm really liking that goat kit so far, so let's just continue with that. Ooh. Personally, when I'm making my drill beats, I like to keep the kicks quite minimal, so I'll space them out quite a bit. We'll have one there. I might even just leave that there. And then once we come into the third bar is when we start adding a bit more kicks. And then once again, let's just repeat that over. And then just to spice this up a bit more, do want to add in some kind of percussion or maybe like an open hat or something, just to give this more of a bounce. Oh, just that little shaker right there really adds to it. What I'm doing is I'm just layering the hi-hats, that counter snare that we got going, just with this sound here, just to really give it a bit more of a bounce as well. One more thing I do want to add to the drums is just an open hat. So I'm just going to choose one of these drum kits and try and find a nice open to go with it. So it goes shh. Now that we got the bounce there for the drums, let's go ahead and put in an 808, which is probably like one of the most important things in drill beats. The 808 has to really stand out, really hit hard. Usually I layer it with the kicks, and I want to put in some glides in there as well. So for that, I am going to use the Brixton bass because it has the glide effect. So I think the root note is something like dum. Ooh, it's going to be crazy. I can feel it already. And just to start with, I am actually just going to put that root note on every bar, and then from there we can customize it. Usually as well, the length of the note, I like to cut it as soon as that rim or the snare kind of hits, so it goes. So in the instrument, I might just turn that up a little bit more just so it glides. Not too much. What I'm actually going to do is move these glides to the end of the 4 bars. Usually I like to have my glides towards the end and keep it kind of simple in the first few bars. And now for the bass line, this is what we got. Oh yes, that is sounding hard. Now I just want to arrange it out a little bit. In the intro section, what I'm going to do is just have only this part here, just the pad, and this layer here. And then as it comes to the section, everything else will come back in. Now for the track, this is what we got all together. Oh yeah, I like this one. So this is where the verse would kick in once that counter melody goes. Really simple, but easy for someone to rap over. And that is how you make a hard UK drill beat using Soundtrap. The link for this project file is in the description if you want to check it out and add to it and customize it. Also, make sure you subscribe to Soundtrap Premium and you'll get 1 month for free. Thanks for watching.